True Gamer here, and I'm back with another episode, and this is what it looks like, the true Tower of Power. Today folks, I'm going to get you up and running with another gaming powerhouse that's going to be fully functioning on your beloved Android devices by the end of this tutorial. Now, the Sharp x68000 was a supercomputer back in the 80s for just the rich and famous, so it was only owned by a chosen few, and it is still owned by a chosen few because the hardware till this day still costs a fortune. This home computer was basically arcade graphics on your home TV screens in 1987, which was mind-blowing at the time. While many of us was rocking 8-bit machines, like myself, I had a Sega Master System, this beast was pushing between 16 and 32-bit. It was neck and neck with the Neo Geo for specs. Now, along with the FM Towns, this bad boy is certainly on my wish list. Okay, the first thing you will need is a PC or a laptop so you can transfer all of these files that I'm going to give you. Next, you want to download RetroArch on your phone or whatever Android device you will be using for this exercise. Then simply download the two files which are linked in my description, and they are these ones displayed on my screen right now, and it is called cgrom.dat and iplrom.dat. Then once them two files are downloaded, make a folder on your PC called Keropi, spelled Keropi. So make a folder with that title, then drag the cgrom.dat and the iplrom.dat files into your Keropi folder, and it should look like this. You see there, Keropi, and inside of that folder, and that is where your files should be. So once that's completed, now we need to do some configuration on the phone. I'm using a Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus. So simply just hook up your Android device to your computer, find the RetroArch folder on your phone, and that should be somewhere on your internal memory. Now inside of the RetroArch folder, once you click on it, you should see a folder called System. Now what you want to do is simply drag the Keropi folder into the System folder, like so. And that would be the job done and dusted. You are now ready to experience the power of the x68000 on your Android device. Okay, so the last thing now which you want to do is to get the ROMs, and they ain't hard to find. Just look on the World Wide Web and they're everywhere. So just make a folder for your ROMs called x68000 and store it on your phone, preferably somewhere which is easy to navigate to. I will leave a timeless classic ROM in the description just to get you started. Okay, I'm going to go over to my phone and show you the emulator running in full flight. So once you're on your phone, open your RetroArch app. Then you want to go to Load Core, find the Sharp x68000 emulator and load that in. Then once that's done, load content, go to wherever your ROMs may be. Mine's on my eternal memory in my ROMs folder, and scroll down, and then you see my x68000 folder, and this is where all my glorious ROMs lay. So I'm going to load in a timeless classic Final Fight, just to show you guys how it operates and that it's working perfectly. Takes a while to load in. Just getting everything all processed up, and we should see the Capcom logo come floating in pretty soon. So yeah, with some of these you have to add the second disc on the home screen. I'll show you how to do it in a minute. No, I'm going to show you how to do it now because it's a bit confusing. That's why some of these things won't work. I'm going to come out of here, close content. Right, so I'm going to load content. Now with Final Fight, it's got 2 files because it has 2 discs. So what you want to do is, so I go to my ROMs, bang, go to my x68000 folder. So I'm going to select Final Fight. I'll select the first disc. Okay, this won't work if your second disc ain't in place. So to put the second disc in place, I think it's L1 or L3. Right. So you press L2, you will go down to the second slot, which is FDD1. So in the FDD0 you have the first disc, then the FDD1, that's where you put the second disc, and you'll just select it by pressing B, and it's already located to where your ROMs are. So it will automatically just select it for you once you just press B, and then you have to go up and reset it like so. You press B to reset and it will load in again, and your ROM should work fine. So that's the problem if you've got 2 discs. You have to have both of them in your floppy disk tray, basically. Your floppy disk tray in your virtual floppy disk tray. So yeah, takes a little while to find this bearings, and then it will load in, guys. So let me just show you. And you can, like I said before, hook up a controller. It's not rocket science to do some configuration to it, and then you can take away the on-screen controllers so you can have the full view without any interruptions. So this is Final Fight CD on the Sharp x68000 running on my Android device. I'm trying to get the FM Towns emulator to work. Once I do, I'll probably do a video. So yeah, I will put this ROM in my descriptions just to get you off with a flying start. Okay, yeah, my on-screen controllers work perfectly fine if you're a person who does prefer using the touch controllers. You can even change it to analog. If I select here, I can use it as an analog here. I absolutely loathe on-screen controllers, man. Just can't get to grips with it. But for tutorial purposes, okay, I'll use the D-pad for now. What the hell? It selected Guy for me. I'm really a Cody fan. So you can do some configuration to this and make it widescreen and all that good stuff. There you go, guys. It works perfectly fine. You can now pimp out your phone with this excellent old school retro machine. There's a jump button. And I have to say, this emulator is purring. One slight bit of lagging. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do some configuration. I want it full screen, and to hide the on-screen controllers, and use physical control pad. Okay, that's just about it for the tutorial. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Even better, subscribe. Till next time, see ya. So if you do want full screen, just go into your RetroArch settings, go to video output, and go to scaling. Once you're in scaling, you go to aspect ratio, and then you can choose whatever screen size you want. Me, I want full, so I'm with full now. So once I go back to my ROM, I should have the full screen. And there you have it. You can have full screen or whatever size you desire.